What's going on, guys? Big up to Cax here, coming at you with a game of free for all. The map is gonna be Frost, but first I'm playing on this map. I'm just a 12 kill streak. I wanted to set the background for the reason I'm making this commentary. It's gonna be about my infatuation with Call of Duty. So I decided to give you a little bit of a background on why I've always been this way, where I just like weapons without scopes. It all started in Call of Duty 2 over 6 years ago. I was in the map Vosnik with like 2 other really good players, and I didn't have a mic at the time, so I was listening in on their conversation because I didn't have a mic. They were talking to each other, and we were playing against a group of fucking like amazing Call of Duty 2 players. I don't remember the names, so all I know is that they were way better than me. And one little thing that one of my teammates said set the foreground or set something in motion that is true and alive to this day. I was talking to I wasn't talking, but they were talking with each other, and they were talking about how good the guy on the other team was. And he said, that guy must be a pro because he's using the sniper rifle without a scope. And immediately I'm like, what the fuck does that, like, what does him not using a scope have to do with, like, his skill or him being pro? Like, what does that even have to do with anything? And as I kept on listening to it, the dude's like, whoa, like, what? What's the big deal of not using a scope? And then the guy went on to say, well, pros use it because, you know, when you zoom in, you don't get to see everything around you, and it's a harder shot to hit because if you're at a long distance, you know, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And ever since then, right, I was like, at the time I was falling in love with Call of Duty. At the time I was like, my first experiences in multiplayer, and something that eventually turned into a career for me. And since then, I've always been infatuated with the fact that iron sights are a little bit harder to use than the ones with the scope. At a distance, you're obviously going to have a harder time. You're not using a scope, which is what helps you look farther down the map, etc. But later this year, earlier this year, fast forward a couple of years later, with the release of Black Ops 2, in the strategy guide, who was co-authored by Nadeshot, Ernest Lee, and T. Martin, Nadeshot, being the fucking amazing friend that he is, he decided to name a class after me on his suggested classes, and he called it the OG Hex. Or as you know, the Optic Gaming Hex, which is the Ballista Iron Sights Extended Mags, and you guys can see it in any of the released or in any of the strategy guides that you guys have bought. If you bought one, you can look at it right now, go to the back, and you'll see it. But as far for this one, we are going to autograph it here at the Optic Team House. We are going to sign it right here. We're going to make a couple of autographs, and then we're going to ship it out to lucky one of you who leaves a comment and a like on this video, and tell me what your best experience has ever been during Call of Duty, whether it's, you know, winning a giveaway from another famous YouTuber, or, you know, pretty much just running into somebody and doing an amazing, like, thing. Your best Call of Duty moment is pretty much what I'm looking for. For me, it came years, literally 6 years after I have, I had been playing the game, and that was like the honor that I was given by having my name ingrained in in something that has to do with Call of Duty, something official of Call of Duty. I've always wanted, and every single time I get a chance to talk to somebody from the development side of Call of Duty, whether it was David Vonderhaar or 402 or somebody, you know, just pretty much anyone, right? Whether it's Sledgehammer, Treyarch, or Infinity Ward, every single time I get a chance to talk to one of them, I say, hey, you guys have a lot of graffiti on your... You know, you guys have a lot of graffiti on the maps. You know, what would it take for me to you know, draw something for it and have something there? Because to me, it would be such a huge honor, and I would do it. Like, I don't want to get paid for it. I just want to be a part of it. I just want to be a part of the game. I want to be in the game. I want to help out the game that has given me so much entertainment. It has given me such an amazing gift in life, right? Because if it wasn't for Call of Duty, and if it wasn't for YouTube, and if it wasn't for everything that has fallen into place in the last, you know, 3 or so years, like, my life would be completely different. I'd be working, still wearing a suit and tie, going to work every day, and working the corporate rat race, and trying to get a promotion, and trying to work for somebody else, and helping build somebody else's dream of what they feel is their life. And you know, a lot of it has to do with the support that we received through the years, so thank you for that. But, you know, from the get-go, I've always been a big fan of working with my teammates, working with my friends on a common goal, whether it was to build a successful YouTube channel, or whether it was to build a successful Call of Duty team. And now, you know, pretty much working on building Call of Duty esports to what it has the potential of becoming. And a lot of you may say, it was like, wow, that's some nerdy-ass shit, man. You're a little bit too passionate about Call of Duty, but... You know, I ask you, how can I not be? I've been doing this for like close to 6 years. You know, I mean, not necessarily at the level that I'm doing it now. I mean, the YouTube and all the progress and all of the things that we've done has happened all in the last 3 years. But you know, a lot of lives have been changed because of this opportunity that we have, and it's growing so much. And Call of Duty esports is at such a critical state in its life that it's pretty hard for me not to be super passionate about seeing the opportunity, seeing what it could become. And I'm not talking about just, you know, from a monetary standpoint, like, holy fuck, there's a lot of money to be made here. I'm talking about something that you will be able to live and enjoy as a future. I like Call of Duty. I like watching competitions. I like watching, you know, teams go head to head. Whether it's my team winning, whether it's my team losing, it doesn't matter. I like Call of Duty. I like the competitive side of it. I like the scenarios. I like the thoughts that go into making a certain play, the strategy. It is a game that I fucking truly feel super passionate about. And like I said, you can't blame me. I've been working at this for a very long time, and I intend to do everything and anything at all possible to continue to do what I'm doing with Call of Duty. And I ask you guys the same thing, right? Because we're all a part of this. We are all a part of the beginning of what this is happening. And I know that at time and you know, the seriousness of video games doesn't get taken as serious as it is, because, you know, they're video games, and at the same time we're calling it an e-sport when it's not even a sport. I mean, yeah, we put the E in front of it, and we are, you know, it's meant to be electronic, etc., etc. But you know, the seriousness of it gets a little bit overshadowed by its title and about what it is. But at the end of the day, it's one of my life's passions. You know, it's one of those things that I just, it's my thing. And I know that I'm not alone in this boat. I know that there are a lot of people chasing the same goal as I am, and as such, like I said, as you know, being here in the position that we're in, we have a certain responsibility to continue to push forward, whether we are considered goofballs, considered nerds, or considered super tryhards, or super like delusional people chasing a dream. Like, you know, what is life without dreams? What is life without goals? What is life without passion for something? Like, I cannot tell you how thankful I am that I don't have to go to an office job that I didn't really enjoy, you know, just to get money. You know, I used to go to my office, I used to sit down, I used to do my work just so I could get money to make ends meet. You know, I had responsibilities, I had a rent, I had rent to pay, I had, you know, a whole bunch of things. And I don't regret doing those things, but I did them for a very, very long time. And you know, my position and you know, the place that we're in right now maybe will inspire somebody else to maybe chase their dreams. Maybe not necessarily in video games, maybe not necessarily on YouTube, but you know, maybe somebody else wants to be a carpenter and create beautiful furniture. Maybe somebody out there wants to, you know, say fuck the tie, fuck the suit. You know, I'm gonna go be a fireman. You know, it's never too late, is what I'm saying. You know, I started this when I was 29 years old. You know, I was already about to have my first kid, or my only kid, and you know, taking a leap of faith is not easy. It's not for everyone, but at one point or another, you're gonna have to say to yourself, you know, do I want to continue to work for somebody else, or you know, am I happy? And now I've never been happier, and I owe it a lot to the support that we've gotten. So thank you for that. But yeah, this game's about to wrap up. Thank you very much for listening. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the commentary. Until next time, as always, this has been Off the Hex. I'm out. Peace.